disaster. What an embarrassing disaster for both ESPN and the WNBA.
But Hailey Van Lith, oh, you gave a bad answer. This is a person who has played the last 2 times she played Caitlin Clark. I'm not joking when I say this. Caitlin Clark put 40 on her team's head.
Tonight was the WNBA draft. The young lady out of TCU has been reunited with Angel Reese.
On the biggest night of her life, Hailey Van Lith didn't just shake hands and smile. She took a direct shot at the most dominant name in women's basketball. During the WNBA 2025 draft, what should have been a celebration turned into an ambush when Hailey boldly disrespected Caitlin Clark in front of the entire world.
Give flowers to the legend. We're going to start Diana Taurasi. I'm going to bench Sabrina and cut Caitlin.
And just like that, the rivalry reignited. But what Hailey didn't expect was the storm that followed. Critics slammed her, fans erupted, and social media tore her apart. Because if you're going to take a swing at the queen, you better not miss. And now, Caitlin Clark is loading the clip.
While Caitlin is fantastic and I think she's going to have an incredible career in the WNBA, there are women that were worthy of coverage prior to her arriving, and I just will not be silenced when it comes to that.
And May 16th is circled in red. This isn't just a game anymore. It's personal. The 2025 WNBA draft was supposed to be a night of celebration, but Hailey Van Lith made sure it was anything but quiet. With cameras rolling, spotlights blazing, and fans watching from all over the country, Hailey stepped up, not just to accept her draft moment, but to reignite a rivalry she clearly wasn't ready to let go.
The WNBA is a pretend basketball league with one superstar and 143 other players who go unrecognized at family reunions.
And who was the target? None other than Caitlin Clark, the face of the league, the rookie of the year, and the undeniable queen of women's basketball.
So Caitlin Clark is averaging against her over since 2023, averaged 40 points per game.
It started with subtle energy, side eyes, half smirks, and that unmistakable body language that said, "I've got something to prove." But then came the moment that sent the entire arena and social media into a frenzy. During her post-selection interview, instead of focusing on her team, her goals, or her excitement, Hailey pivoted. She threw shade. Without even naming Caitlin directly, she made it very clear who she was coming for.
Angel has maintained contact with me. I really appreciate her. We have a very mature relationship.
Phrases like, "Some people got handed everything, and I worked for this. I didn't ride the media wave," echoed through the mic like a sniper shot cloaked in confidence. It was bold, it was sharp, and it was wildly miscalculated. Because while Hailey was busy crafting her underdog storyline, she forgot one major thing. Caitlin Clark already lived through this playbook.
I'm sorry. You've done something that'll piss off the damn psycho. The Caitlin Clark has made made more all WNBA first teams than Sabrina. There's no stratosphere where Sabrina Ionescu is better than Caitlin Clark.
She's been dismissed, shaded, and critiqued from the moment she started breaking records. From Monica McNutt to Diana Taurasi, Clark has faced every brand of doubt and disrespect. And yet, every time someone tried to humble her, she didn't clap back. She just put up 30 points, dropped 10 assists, and sent entire arenas into chaos.
Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw in women's basketball, and without her, many fans just aren't going to tune in.
America sent them a clear reminder: we are not interested in watching pretend basketball.
So when Hailey fired her shot on draft night, she thought she was punching up. But the moment landed differently. Fans instantly took to Twitter and TikTok, calling the move unnecessary, bitter, and desperate. Many pointed out the irony. Hailey, who hadn't even played a professional game yet, was calling out the very person responsible for the league's newfound relevance. The person whose arrival made this year's draft the most watched in WNBA history. Even analysts on ESPN were stunned.
Hailey Van Lith smiling through the pain of returning to toxic hell. Oh, her face is like the F. Yeah, it's over. HVL is feeling sick. She cut the cancer out and it came right back. Gotta watch Hailey Van Lith stand at the 3-point line wide open while that girl is chasing the new rebounds record.
That wasn't confidence, one panelist said. That was envy in disguise. Another added, you can't build your moment by tearing someone else down, especially when that someone is the reason you're standing on that stage in the first place. But the real reaction came from Caitlyn herself. And it wasn't a statement or a tweet. It was a silent, icy smile caught on camera as Hailey made her comments. That look, that was the same one Clark wore during NCAA tournaments when teams tried to rattle her. The same look she had when players tried to talk trash before being buried by a 35-foot three-pointer.
They enjoy watching her play, her style, her energy, her shot. Whether it's because her game mirrors one of the greatest players in the NBA in Steph Curry or not, I don't know what it is. It's an intangible thing, right? Yes, we can say she's a dog. Okay, there's been other dogs. Okay, she's a great shooter. There's been other great shooters. She has it. She's got the thing.
And for Caitlin Clark to have the awareness to drive the eyeballs there, you have to give her so much credit.
It was the look of someone who heard every word, took mental notes, and was already preparing her response. Not with words, but with a performance Hailey Van Lith will never forget. Hailey Van Lith's comments may have drawn attention, but they also drew fire from fans, players, media, and even former pros. What she thought would be a bold power move backfired instantly. The internet wasted no time dissecting her words and comparing her career to Caitlin Clark's, and the numbers spoke louder than anything Hailey had to say.
Right, and that's what a lot of these women are doing, is they feel like what we have done for this game, this young player has come into our game, and she's getting way more respect and all that stuff than we are. As she should. The young girl is a baller. The young girl has people watching because of the way she can shoot this basketball like Steph Curry. Steph Curry can't dunk. Steph Curry don't do none of that in the game. He can probably dunk by himself, but he don't really do none of that in the game. He is a shooter, and fans tune in to see Steph Curry. When I look at Caitlin Clark, fans are tuning in to watch her. And you know who that's helping? Everybody else. It's helping the Asia Wilsons. It's helping everybody else, the Plums, all that.
First off, let's talk performance. While Hailey had a solid college career, bouncing from Louisville to LSU and then TCU, she never came close to the dominance Caitlyn displayed at Iowa. Caitlyn didn't just lead her team, she rewrote the NCAA record books, becoming the all-time leading scorer in college basketball history. She took her team to back-to-back national championship appearances, led the nation in points and assists, and routinely put up numbers that looked straight out of a video game.
Who's going to be the next face of the NBA? We don't get to decide that. The marketplace decides that. The people have chosen Caitlin Clark.
She was remarkable on top of the fact that she had to deal with so much hate when she got to the WNBA.
Meanwhile, Hailey's game, though gritty and respectable, simply didn't have the same national impact. She was good, but Caitlyn was generational. Then came the receipts. Social media exploded with side-by-side stats, clips, and receipts of Clark's buzzer beaters, logo threes, and sellout crowds.
Her stats. Let me roll down here to the teams. Louisiana State, 11.6 points a game. She leaves and goes straight to TCU, averages almost 18. The year before at Louisville, almost 20 a game. What does that tell you about her hell that she's got coming? She got away once. She can't escape.
Fans posted videos of Hailey's draft night comments with captions like, "Jealousy is loud," and "This didn't age well." Hashtags like, "Your respect, Caitlyn," sure, "Stay humble, Hailey," and "Clark effect" began trending. And WNBA fans weren't the only ones watching. Current players began quietly unfollowing Hailey on social media.
What is she doing wrong? What more do you want from Caitlin Clark? Seriously, what more do you want from her? She's focusing on the game. She lifted her team up, got them to the playoffs, won Rookie of the Year, and then also is denouncing racial tensions when she's asked about it. I'm sorry, I don't see anything more that Caitlin Clark should have done or could have done. Listen, if people want to portray and paint the narrative that there are racial tensions in the WNBA as a result of Caitlin Clark, I would say that's their own problem. I think Caitlin Clark is doing the right thing, rising above all of the crap that she's had to endure. The amount of fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player, flagrant fouls committed on Caitlin Clark higher than any other player. Caitlin Clark was worried about playing the game, and that is why she got Rookie of the Year. She was not worried about the BS.
Commentators labeled her comments as classless, insecure, and a rookie mistake. But the humiliation didn't stop there. Reporters later revealed that Hailey had been passed over by several teams before finally being drafted, with concerns that her attitude and locker room presence could become a distraction. One scout even said off record, "She's talented, but she's not Caitlin, and no team wants a player who brings more drama than buckets." Ouch.
Like, Caitlin Clark doesn't happen entirely organically. There's a push. What Angel Reese did, she created what people truly need, which is a rivalry.
Angel Reese has done that and did that for Caitlin Clark.
The one thing that I cannot deny is the amount of little girls that were showing up to follow her.
Why her?
Well, but she was a white girl from the middle of America.
Meanwhile, Caitlin remained unbothered, exactly the way champions move. She didn't post, didn't clap back, didn't address Hailey's dig at all. Instead, she was spotted at a youth basketball camp just days later, coaching girls, signing jerseys, and taking pictures for nearly 4 hours straight. The message was crystal clear. Let Hailey talk. Caitlin's too busy building something real.
So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now.
I remember when the WNBA started. I was thrilled. I was a fan. I couldn't believe it was an opportunity for me, a 5'2", 97-pound girl, to go play professional basketball. That wasn't going to happen for me. But the idea that it existed was special to me. And now she's offering that to not just little girls, but little boys as well. She's spread the fan base. So
what Hailey Van Lith didn't seem to realize is that the WNBA isn't college. There's no room for clout-chasing drama in a league that's finally seeing real growth thanks to one player's hard work, dedication, and humility. And when you walk into that space by trying to tear down the person responsible for that momentum, you're not just taking a shot, you're taking a risk, a big one. Because in the WNBA, talk is cheap. And now Hailey's facing the pressure to back it all up.
So mostly I'm just excited to get to be around her again. I think we have a lot of similarities about how we carry ourselves and our mindset on, what's important to us. And, she's a dog, man. She turns up the intensity of everybody around her. So I'm excited to be in that environment with her again, where she can pull more out of me than I think I have.
Every missed shot, every turnover, every off night will be magnified. Not because she's a villain, but because she tried to be one before earning the right to be even called a rival. Caitlin didn't ask for this drama, but you better believe she's already planning the response, and it won't come from her mouth. It'll come from the scoreboard. As the dust settled from the draft night drama, it became painfully clear.
It's a good thing that maybe she's taking this all-star break off. She's not doing this profession for any of the glitz and glam, any of the extra things. She is here in the WNBA with the Indiana Fever to win championships, to improve her game. And the fact that she was able to decline this, it shows a lot about where her focus lies. Now, Caitlin Clark also just celebrated a birthday a couple days ago. And for her birthday, she was in the gym and she went 50 for 54 from 3 on her birthday.
Hailey Van Lith didn't just pick a fight, she picked the wrong one. Caitlin Clark, already the face of the league, didn't have to say a word. The WNBA, its players and its fans did the talking for her. Because when you come at the most impactful player in women's basketball, you better bring more than words, you better bring results. And that's exactly where Hailey is already falling short.
Okay, good energy with Courtney Vandersloot. You can learn from her. You're paired back with Angel Reese. There's some good energy you can walk into in Chicago, right? Oh, I love that energy. We're ready. Thank you so much.
Just 1 week after the draft, Caitlin Clark hit the court in a preseason matchup and made sure everyone remembered exactly why she's the name filling arenas. She dropped a clean 28 points with 8 assists and 5 rebounds, hitting deep threes and facilitating like a seasoned vet. Meanwhile, the cameras were quick to cut to Hailey Van Lith, still in her warm-up gear, yet to play a single WNBA minute.
Most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. First triple-double in Fever history. The first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 5 or more rebounds in a game. She won Rookie of the Month 4 times, Eastern Conference Player of the Week 3 times, single season rookie record for assists, single season rookie record for 3-pointers, single game record for assists 19, franchise record for most double-doubles, 3-pointers, career 10 or more assists in a game, franchise record for most career 10 or more assists in a game. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers. She did it in 34 games, most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game for which she received the most fan votes ever, 700,000 of those. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a season regardless of years in the league. People will say, pay more attention to the other folks. Like, she couldn't do it herself. You know, LeBron has teammates, Jordan had teammates. I understand.
The contrast couldn't have been sharper. One was delivering. The other was still talking. The WNBA community took notice. During an interview, one anonymous player reportedly said, "You don't earn your place by running your mouth on draft night. You earn it with buckets." Another veteran chimed in, "Caitlin made us all more money, more exposure. She put eyes on our league. Hailey needs to show some respect."
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Even the league executives understood the weight of Caitlin's impact. According to league sources, ticket sales surged by over 300% the moment Caitlin declared for the draft. Merchandise sales featuring her name and number accounted for nearly half of all league sales in the last 12 months. And let's not forget the broadcast deals. Clark's presence alone brought ESPN and Amazon to the table with new media packages that quadrupled the WNBA's primetime exposure. That's not hype. That's hard economics.
People thought there was great momentum. People thought Angel Reese could draw. No, nobody wants to watch Angel Reese. Come on.
We know that the WNBA numbers with her and versus the numbers in the WNBA without her also have a major gap. And this really makes us realize the power of Caitlin Clark, the appeal of Caitlin Clark.
And no amount of mic'd up swagger from Hailey can replace that kind of value. Caitlin Clark's rise isn't a media push. It's not a privileged narrative. It's a numbers-backed, highlight-loaded, fan-fueled revolution, and the league knows it. Teams are reshaping marketing strategies around her. Cities are budgeting for sold-out games when she comes to town. Even opposing coaches are studying her film like it's playoff prep. She's not just a rookie, she's the league's future.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Hailey Van Lith, on the other hand, now finds herself in a tough position. The pressure she created for herself is massive. Every game she plays will now be compared to Caitlin's. Every stat line will be dissected. Every missed opportunity will be clipped, posted, and replayed with comments like, "Still think you deserve more attention?"
There's so many players who cite you as an inspiration for their games, including Caitlin Clark, who's just absolutely a phenomenon in college. What's that next step like for her?
You know, next steps, gosh, in this generation, right? You have, I think, just so many more challenges of how to handle yourself as an adult, right? You go through that whirlwind of being a senior in college, transitioning into the W. And then the next step is how to become just an even better leader. And so much of leadership, I think, is listening and learning. And hopefully the more she can get connected to vets in the league and just different people and coaches and anyone that she can glean wisdom from of how to just continue to learn how to be as a connected and inspiring leader as she can be. And a lot of that is walking the walk and not just talking the talk. So she's already on her way. But, continuing to have fun, continuing to anticipate how people are going to try to stop her and being prepared as she can be for next season.
And perhaps the biggest reality check? Caitlin doesn't care. She's not interested in feuds or sound bites. She's not playing the game for headlines. She's playing to change the game. And that's exactly what she's doing. Because while Hailey's draft night jab may have earned her a few retweets, Caitlin Clark is out here earning respect. One jumper, one pass, and one sold-out arena at a time. And that's a legacy no one can talk their way into or out of.
Angel Reese is never going to improve her basketball skills. Check this out.
I see you miss layups just like they do and everything, but forget them. You know, I mean, I miss layups too. So, I mean,
everybody miss layups, but they can't get mad if I get the rebound, box me out.
Yeah. Don't be mad because your fade didn't box her out. That's what I say. Period.
I see your miss layups like they do, but forget them. What the fuck do you mean forget them? This is why Angel Reese's game is never going to get better, y'all. Her mom telling her this and her fans are the same exact way. Zero accountability, bro. Imagine this, y'all. You playing basketball in front of the whole world. People have been constantly criticizing your game and you messing up on the court. There's all this film and everything about what you need to do better and what you're messing up on. And your mom is just sitting here telling you, well, forget them. Just forget them, bro. Like, that's terrible advice. Like we see why Angel Reese is the way that she is. Man, look at how her mom is just talking to her, telling her just forget them, bro. But then y'all are so mad that the world doesn't like her and talk so much shit about her, bro. Right.
And then she's like, oh, everybody misses layups. I'm so tired of this everybody misses layups thing. Yes. A whole bunch of basketball players miss layups, but people are not missing layups like Angel Reese, bro.
Fact.
Statistically the worst finisher in the league. So that means you're last and at the bottom. So that means you're the worst and nobody is missing like you are. God, this is not rocket science. Angel Reese GPA holders, bro. This is not rocket science, man. This is amazing. Y'all just cannot keep it real with this girl, bro. That's why she looks like an unrivaled. That clip that just came out with her getting blocked by Breanna Stewart like 3 times or something, and then she finally made the shot, bro. That's why her game looks like it's not even improved at all, man. And then the whole, you gotta box me out to get the, bro, you should be making the shot, bro. Instead of sitting up here talking about, people aren't boxing you out and all of this bullshit. Like, if you make the shot, bro, we wouldn't be even sitting up here talking about these whole rebounds and over and that bullshit, man. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy I came across that clip. I just saw somebody post it today and I'm like, damn, bro. No wonder this girl does not take accountability.
Hailey Van Lith wanted a moment, and she got one. But in trying to humble Caitlin Clark, she ended up humbling herself. Because when the lights faded and the camera stopped rolling, all that remained were the receipts, the numbers, the impact, the history that Caitlin's already written. Hailey's words may have echoed through draft night, but Caitlin's game is echoing through an entire league. This wasn't just a clash of rookies. It was a clear reminder of who's earned the spotlight and who's still chasing it.
It almost felt like marketers were trying to figure out, like, yeah, we have all of these amazing players and these amazing personalities, but can we push the demographic? And then when Caitlin Clark got to the league, the Angel Reeses got to the league, and they might have been fouled hard. The same thing I saw happen with Shamika Holsclaw, though.
You see my tooth knocked out?
Yeah,
Rookie season, Jewel Lloyd. My tooth knocked out. I still didn't get it.
So how do you?
It's cool.
T-Clark, how do you feel about the fact that all of a sudden it was, oh, it's too physical. Oh, they're going at him because they're stars. What was your reaction to some of the new viewers and fans to the game thinking that the WNBA was too rough?
It was a crazy season because we have never had so much momentum behind our league, so much support, demand, viewership, all that, accessibility. But the craziness that came with the new fandom was rooted in something other than fandom, right? And I think that's very evident to see across the board. In a lot of ways, it has not been about basketball. Like, we can talk about, people getting fouled. I just showed you my tooth getting knocked out. Like, that's been a part of the game. The game has always been physical. I can tell you the amount of times I've left with bloody lips and eyes. I have bruises all over my body, even from the game last night. You can see bruises on my elbow from last night. Like, It's just a part of the game. So there was no targeting. There was no nothing.
Right.
That narrative that got spun into, oh, the vets hate the rookies hate the vets are going after certain players. It's all bullshit. Like, if I'm just gonna be frank, it's all bullshit. What it is racism, right? It gets blown up into, oh, they're going after Caitlin Clark, but no, we're just playing one of the best players that's in this league the way that any other best player, franchise player is gonna get played.
Mm-hmm.
Watch how Stewie gets played. Watch how Asia gets played. Watch how Enrique gets played. Watch how Khalid gets played. Go down the list of franchise players for every team. They be getting fucked up every game. It don't matter what position you are, what color you are, what school you came out of. This is how we feed our families. Our job is to go and win. And if we don't win, what happens? We get fired. We lose our jobs. So.
And if Hailey thought she could shake Caitlin Clark with a mic, she forgot one thing. Caitlin doesn't flinch. She responds with buckets. So as the season tips off, one thing is certain, Caitlin won't need to say a word. Her game will do the talking. And when these two finally meet on the court, Hailey better be ready, because the scoreboard doesn't lie. If you're riding with Caitlin, drop buckets, don't blink in the comments, and subscribe for more raw truth and real stories that cut through the noise. This season's just getting started, and Caitlin Clark is already ahead.